अमेरिकी अंतराळ संशोधन संस्था नासाच्या अंतराळवीर सुनीता विल्यम्स आणि त्यांचे सहकारी बुच विल्मोर तब्बल 9 महिन्यांच्या प्रदीर्घ अंतराळ प्रवासानंतर अखेर सुखरूपपणे पृथ्वीवर परतले आहेत. त्यांचा हा प्रवास अवघ्या 8 दिवसांचा असावा, अशी प्रारंभिक योजना होती. मात्र, तांत्रिक अडचणींमुळे तो 9 महिन्यांपर्यंत लांबला. सुनीता विल्यम्स आणि बुच विल्मोर यांनी जून 2024 मध्ये बोईंगच्या स्टारलायनर या अवकाशयानातून आंतरराष्ट्रीय अंतराळ स्थानकाकडे प्रस्थान केले होते. मात्र, प्रवासादरम्यान यानामध्ये हेलियम गळती आणि 28 पैकी 5 इंजिनांच्या बिघाडामुळे त्यांच्या परतीच्या मोहिमेत अडथळे आले. या तांत्रिक समस्यांमुळे त्यांचा अवकाशातील मुक्काम अपेक्षेपेक्षा खूपच वाढला. नासा आणि बोईंगच्या तज्ज्ञांनी या समस्यांचे निराकरण करण्यासाठी विविध उपाययोजना केल्या. शेवटी, स्पेसएक्सच्या क्रू ड्रॅगन या अवकाशयानाच्या मदतीने विल्यम्स आणि विल्मोर यांना पृथ्वीवर परत आणण्याचा निर्णय घेण्यात आला. त्यांच्या परतीचा प्रवास 17 तासांचा होता आणि ते सुखरूपपणे पृथ्वीवर परतले. सुनीता विल्यम्स आणि बुच विल्मोर यांच्या या धाडसी आणि जिद्दी प्रवासामुळे अंतराळ संशोधन क्षेत्रातील आव्हानांवर मात करण्याची त्यांची क्षमता आणि धैर्य अधोरेखित होते. त्यांच्या सुरक्षित परतीमुळे नासा आणि अवघ्या जगात आनंदाची लहर पसरली आहे.
Understand. Thank you.
As we saw there on the screen, we have a couple of fast boats in the recovery fleet that have quickly moved into the splashdown location. They are being followed by one of the main recovery vessels, which will move into position.
SpaceX.
Freedom, SpaceX, ComCheck.
Freedom's got you loud and clear.
Thanks, Nick. Got you loud and clear as well. We have completed our forward link transition.
Copy.
And Jaden, if you did just want to go ahead and let us know what is next to retrieve the crew. We are continuing to get some great views on our screen, but I know you have an even better view yourself.
Oh, yeah, Sandra, this view is absolutely unbeatable. So just to kind of finish off what I was saying is once that side hatch of the spacecraft is open, that crew will be assisted out of the capsule one by one from NASA and SpaceX medical personnel, where they will then head to the med bay. And after those medical checks, they will get on that first helicopter out and arrive at the airport, where they will then board a NASA plane and then head back to Houston, Texas at the Johnson Space Center to begin their post-flight period. And we're eager to see the Crew 9 astronauts back on Earth, and we'll keep you updated on every moment of this process. With that, I'll toss it back over to you guys at Hawthorne.
Thank you so much. That was Jaden Jennings, NASA Public Affairs Officer, who watched Freedom splash down firsthand from the recovery vessel. Megan, thanks so much, Jaden. So we are continuing to get these great views on our screen. Ideal splashdown parameters today. Obviously, wave height, ne'er a concern. The weather is beautiful, as Jaden mentioned, in the 60s, sunny. Looking forward to seeing Crew 9 exit the capsule here shortly once they get hoisted onto the recovery vessel Megan.
We can see that recovery vessel slowly but surely closing the nest located there at the aft end of the recovery vessel.
And the recovery vessel being used today is, as we mentioned multiple times, is named Megan, but that's actually after NASA astronaut.
Until capsule lift.
Great news there from SpaceX Core. So about 5 minutes left until we see Dragon Freedom get lifted out of the water.
So once securely on.
Copy. And seal it.
We can see that spacecraft was successfully recovered from the ocean surface and is now being washed with fresh water, as obviously they splash down in salt water. So we're trying to rinse off as much of that salt water as possible. And we can see the spacecraft continuing to move closer and closer to that recovery deck.
Freedom, the
And there you have it.
We'll probably see those footrests being handed out here in the near future, as I mentioned before. Oh, of course, we got to get a well-documented photo of the moment. Although we can't see it from here, I'm pretty sure there are 4 smiles on board right now.
And we did hear that report out from the commander, Nick Hague, following splashdown that there were four smiles as far as he could see.
Yeah, capsule full of grins. Now, generally speaking,
and there we do see Crew 9, some happy waves, smiles all around back on Earth.
we can see folks on board clapping as our first crew member.
And that is NASA astronaut Nick Hague, commander of Crew 9, now out of Crew Dragon Freedom. Some smiles, thumbs up, and a wave. Can't get any better than that.
Yeah, that is one happy camper, that's for sure.
Alongside NASA astronaut Nick Hague.
Looks like we're getting some cheers and clapping on board as Alexander is slid down the little ramp and placed into the mobility aid. Once again, big smile.
There we have it, some waves, some thumbs up, and some smiles.
Definitely seems.
We're getting some views of him now as he egresses or exits the spacecraft.
Once again, some elation and cheers there from Butch Wilmore. As we mentioned before,